Welcome to 90 Day Fiance.
Three-way
Three-way.
Hey, that's a really good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
See, practice
All
makes
right.
perfect.
Episode 18, Tell All Part 1. How's it going?
He's
Nice.
good.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
Should we get to it?
Yes,
It's a lot.
let's get to it.
It's a lot of drama.
I like these tell-alls because we're seeing them interact with each other for the first time. I'm like, oh man, what kind of drama is going to happen?
Yeah, you see them hate on each other and also get along.
They sure do hate each other.
They become part of the audience like us.
Yeah, that's true.
They do. They really do.
It's like they watch themselves and their friends on TV.
Okay, so we see Brandon and Julia, and then Yara comes into with Jovi, and then we think that like Yara, I was like, oh shoot, Yara and Julia, who's gonna win? They're both strong, feisty women. Who would win? Who do you guys think will win?
I don't know. It's like a draw.
I mean, ultimately they say that they're actually friends. It's natural for them to be sarcastic towards each other.
Yeah, it's that Russian gift.
Yeah, because when Yara comes in, she sees Julia and she's like, "Oh, I thought you were nice, but you're really a bitch."
Right? I'm like, hey, this is the first time you've met each other and you're already calling each other bitches. I love it. That's the kind of friendship I strive for.
Right, but they chat on social media. So I agree. I strive for that friendship also. That's how you know you're true friends, when they call you a bitch.
Yeah. Ooh, bitch. Let me tell you, bitch.
That's right, bitch. Call me bitch. I got you, girl. And Julia, she's already talking a bunch of crap, like about everyone. She's ready to talk a bunch of crap. And Brandon's just like, oh.
She got a lot of opinions. That's what it is.
There you go. She has a lot of opinions. And then what is it? So they all get together on the stage and Yara compliments Rebecca and says, "You look great." And then Julia makes a comment in like ITM that she thinks that Zied is using her for the green card because no way can a younger man go for an older woman. It's only the other way around, but not this way.
Thoughts? She hasn't heard of cougars.
I know.
Cougars
That's
are
weird. That's a crazy thought.
Yeah, she doesn't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. Yara says right away that she doesn't like Andrew. And
None
then,
of us like Andrew.
Yes. And then, okay, this couple, I hate you guys. Natalie. Yes.
We've hated them all season. Nothing's changed for the tell-all.
Oh my gosh. They're such, I don't know if they're pretending. What do you guys, is this a act when they walk in and they arrive separately, but then throughout most of the show, they're holding hands? So
it's
what's
so
going
dumb
on?
because it's just like when they walk in and they're fighting, Natalie's like, "Oh, I don't know. I'm not going to tell you why we're fighting. There's no reason for me to tell you why we're fighting. I don't want to answer that question." It's dumb.
And she looks at him towards everything like she's some.
Yeah.
Or let's just jump into this couple, okay?
Bitch, okay.
That's right. Yeah, so she's any kind of question that they ask. Robin asked Natalie, she's just always looking at Mike, and I'm like, what is? She makes it seem like she's in an abusive relationship, and she has to look at Mike, but she's not. She's not in that. It's just that the way she constantly looks at him, I'm like, you're trying to make him look bad. Are you trying to make him look bad? Did you guys catch that?
No, I did. I caught it. But I thought the way that I felt about it was like she wanted his approval for what she was about to say.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was holding back a little bit, maybe issues that they're having. And so maybe she's looking at him like, I'm about to say it. No, I'm not going to say it. I'm about to say it. No, I'm not going to say it.
It seems like she wants to present like a united front, like show people that they're together, even though they have so many issues. And I think it's just symbolic of their whole story arc for this season. Just, fighting, makeup, fighting, makeup, fighting, makeup.
Robin, the interviewer, asked them, okay, so 1 out of 10, how do you rate your relationship with 1 being the worst and 10 being the best? And I thought they were both going to say 0
I thought they
or
were going to say
1.
-1. Like, I was really taken aback with the 6 and 7 because those are passing grades, man.
With a 6 and a 7, you would not come in separate cars unless
Yeah,
you're just trying to make drama, like fake drama.
isn't that like a regular relationship? I feel like
Yes.
all my relationships are 6 and 7s. Even my friendships are 6 and 7s.
Right. Even your relationship to your mom.
Exactly. Like on a good day, it's a 7.
I'm like, okay, you guys must have had some really terrible relationships before.
Oh man.
And they comment on Natalie not wearing her ring. And she's like, oh, it's because I didn't want it to get stolen. Do you believe it? Or do you
I
not?
also raised my hand with the I don't believe that was why you're not wearing it.
Who does she think's gonna steal her ring on the show?
The Russians.
The Russians? But isn't she like she's from
Ukrainian.
Ukraine, right? Like
Kind of
from
Russian. She's kind of Russian.
That was a terrible excuse. She could have made up something else.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was getting cleaned is the best excuse.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. You're like, it doesn't fit anymore. Okay, I gained a lot of weight. She said she gained 10 kilos. So
That's a lot of kilos.
yeah.
Is that 20 pounds?
What is
1
it?
kilo is 2 pounds.
2
right?
point, yeah, 2.2. Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's from her cooking show.
All that sushi she'd be eating.
She's eating all the food she's making.
All by herself.
Yeah.
All by herself. Yeah.
They bring up Mike having cold feet, and he's like, "Oh, I just feel terrible. That he flaked on the night, on the day of the wedding." And he just says that it's just cold feet, that he didn't want to get married that day. And
It wasn't cold feet if you've been telling your mom you don't want to marry her.
right. Exactly.
You already embedded in your brain you don't want to marry her.
Yeah, the whole timeline thing there was very suspect.
Yeah, I agree. Like Robin, she did a good job asking that question. It was like, I still don't get it. Like when is what happening? Because I was still super confused.
How do you feel about Nat always accusing him of cheating? Do you think she had a right to like kind of suspect something?
I don't know. Maybe she's just insecure.
Because she said that night he left for like 4 or 5 hours. Didn't know where he was. And she's like, were you out with somebody?
Where would you go for 4 hours though?
He said he just was up the road, according to him, and he needed to think.
With Tamara?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's probably just insecurity. And I feel like, constantly being accused of cheating it would drive me insane.
They're in the wood, for goodness sake. Who's there? Okay, yeah. So the mom and Tamara come out, and that's when the mom says all that stuff about how he said it wasn't working out. He's going to buy her a ticket, send her back. And the mom, Trish, is like, yes, that's a good idea. And then he calls back and says, no, we're going to go through with it. And then she asks Trish to object to the wedding. And everybody jumps on the mom like, hey, you shouldn't get involved. Why did you do that? He's a grown-ass man.
Can't ask somebody to object for you. That's messed up.
Well, she can't be there because of COVID. So,
Well, she should have objected by video chat or Zoom.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're like, Tamara, hold up my phone.
Do you guys like the whole backstage scenes that they do?
I do. I love it.
Yeah.
It's like they're
think
talking
it's
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
so
interesting.
good.
I like it
Like-
too. Why is it interesting?
It's like they're not expecting it to be part of the tell-all. They think that just them being on stage, is the actual segment. So it's so good. Like when they're like eating and like Natalie's showing us that she's doing the cold shoulder thing again. So good. It's TV gold, man.
And then she like up and leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they're not on.
Yeah. So they
Not
don't
on
think that it's
stage,
going to
they're
be included, but it's like, everything's being filmed.
It almost makes you feel bad. I mean, I still don't like Mike, but when you have those cringy situations, when someone like is embarrassing you or you're being embarrassed all the time and you have to try to play it off, I feel like that's Mike. Like he's constantly being embarrassed by Natalie. She's like up and leaving him. He's talking to her. She ignores him. And you know how awkward that is in front of people, right? Have you ever experienced? Anything like that? Like, you know, if you're saying, oh, hi to somebody and they don't see you, like saying hi and they walk past you and you're like, oh, uh, awkward.
Yeah. I mean, I think most people have experienced that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I almost feel a little bad for Mike because I feel like he's constantly experiencing that with Natalie.
It was good for them to divorce.
Do they have a divorce?
I don't know. I'm just assuming that they're not together.
Well, right. Well, we did hear, spoiler, that she may not be living with him in Seattle. Mhm.
Yeah, right.
That somebody ran into the Uncle Bo. Somebody ran into him and he was like, yeah, they don't live together. They're not together anymore.
He's like, yeah, I got my house back with Mike.
It's probably good for them to not be together, actually.
Yeah, they just like hurt each other.
Yeah, totally incompatible.
What was up with Natalie's look, too?
It's the lip. I was trying to figure out what it was. It was her lipstick. It's not her shade.
Exactly. I agree. That brown look that she was going for. Right?
Yeah.
And that was it for them for as of now. We didn't really get much out of them because.
What more do you think there is? I mean, Sean was saying we're going to come back to this couple. But like, I think it's going to involve the friend that was, getting married.
I don't think he cheated on her.
I don't think so. They're playing it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm just tired of them as a couple. I'm tired of the story arc. I really hope they don't get on any like happily ever after or anything.
There is
like
no
that.
happily ever after. They're not together.
I know, exactly.
I hope
this is the last time you see them.
I hope Trish and Bo come back to replace them. Trish and Uncle Bo. Trish seems like a nice lady. Nice, sweet lady. Anything else on them?
I hate them the most.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go on to Jovi and Yara. So I guess they start off with like a spat. Like, Yara's like, I would not move in with Jovi and his parents, like I'm happy we have our own place. And she looks at Julia. I mean, well, the camera pans to Julia and then Julia's like looking at Brandon. And then they have a flashback of Jovi going to the strip club. And we find out that Yara has never seen that scene before. And she starts crying because she's like, I'm not ready for this. She's like, Jovi, do you got something to tell me? And then Robin goes into asking like, hey, what happens in a private lap dance? Like, I don't know what goes on. And like all the guys start kind of trying to answer it or not.
Who's Robin?
Isn't that Sean Robinson?
Oh, is that her name?
Yes.
Got it.
So I always hear them switching between the two, Sean and Robin, Sean Robinson. So then Sean asks them, what do you guys think happens like during a private lap dance? Can you tell me like what's going on? And all the guys respond, or they kind of don't as to what happens. Tariq is like, well, we talk about physics and we read politics in the newspaper, all the nice things.
This is, I guess it's just more, it's an upgraded version of getting a lap dance because it's private. And I guess
do you know, Will?
I've never had a private dance, but I've had a lap dance.
Mm-hmm. Do you know anyone who's had?
No, everybody I know is too broke to get a private dance.
How much more is it?
It's a lot more, I think. Probably like maybe 50 to 100. And this is for like,
it's not worth it. You can't even touch.
The increments of time are always like the length of a song, right? So if the song is like 3 minutes and 30 seconds, then that's how long it's going to be. Then yeah, I feel like the lap dance is already a lot. That's enough. You know what I mean? You don't need to get a private dance. I think private dance is like you're allowed to touch, but like they put your hands on them. Like they choose where your hands go, kind of thing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So Dylan, no experience?
Not in a private room, no. I'm too poor.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it, but I just feel like it would be very easy for other things to go on.
Yeah, the only thing I knew of private dances was when we watched Hustlers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what
So-
happened to Hustlers? They drugged them, right?
No,
they
not
drug
that.
him?
Not before that. But remember how like some guy tricked the lady into giving him a B job,
Mm-hmm.
and like because it was dark, he gave her. He said he gave her 100, but it was only 20.
Oh yeah. Dang. Okay. Yeah. So I feel
Have-
like Mhm.
Have you ever been to a strip club?
No, I have not.
I went
No.
once for the buffet.
This was about to say. I heard like they got good buffets there.
Oh my goodness. Really? Where?
We should go.
How could okay, well,
I
let's
don't think
go
it's open. Is it open? Go check.
When it opens, we'll
when
go.
they open. But how could you like eat all this food and then like see somebody's,
Let me tell you, it's not the A squad at noon.
shaking their vaginas in your face and you're
Well,
like,
I
oh
mean-
great. And here you are eating some noodles like
Yeah. It's a, lunch and a show.
oh, okay. I'm down for it.
It's,
We need a
it's
little
for
excitement.
research. We have to research for
Yeah,
the show.
Okay.
Yes, I'm just saying that I think it would be very easy for other things to be offered in a private lap dance. But
Well,
I have no
here's-
fault.
Should
Mhm.
we buy you a private dance?
Yes,
Yeah,
you
I
should.
can buy you a private dance.
Thank you.
Then you can report back to us.
Okay, yes.
You can ask her questions because then, it's girl on girl. If it's a
Yeah.
guy asking her questions, it'll be weird for her. Be like,
but
hey, I'm doing a research project.
you offer
on
other
strippers. Yeah.
Hello, hi. I'm actually a reporter from NPR. I'm doing I have a podcast, and I just want to ask you a few questions.
Yeah.
They don't
Do
care
you
as long as they're getting
actually-
paid.
Yeah. They're like, do you actually
I
talk
know,
about
right?
politics?
Yeah. For me, I don't fault, I'm like with what Julia says, like strippers are people too. They could do whatever they want. If they want to offer other things, that's great. If they don't, fine. But I'm just saying overall, I think it's pretty easy for other things to be offered.
Well, if they're just dancing, the dance is the job. If there's other things, then that's against the law.
Yes, I know. But is it against the law? No. What about in Vegas?
Oh, I
In
don't know.
Nevada, I don't think it's against the law for sex
Yeah,
work.
Prostitution is illegal in this state.
In California, but maybe not in New Orleans. I don't know. In
Well, I don't know.
Louisiana.
Yeah, we're not from.
But I
other
think you
states.
have to have like special licenses for that.
There's a sex license.
Yes, there is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like just every strip joint can just do prostitution.
Interesting. Do I register my business as a sex business?
I suppose you can.
Yes. Hmm.
Interesting. Let's look into this.
Yes, it is. It is. I know they do it in Nevada. Okay. And then Rebecca asked Joby, like, how would you feel if Yara did this? And then Joby's like, actually, I would feel very upset. It's just different with guys. It's just
And it's
normal.
not different. It's not different.
It's just normal. It's just
It's
so you
not
don't agree?
different. No, it's not different. It's exactly the same. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
But what were you say about like eating buffet there? Like you just
No, I'm just saying if he doesn't feel good for him, for Yara to do it, then he should not
Right.
make an excuse for guys, for it being okay for guys.
Do you agree? Well,
Yeah, I agree. But I'm not surprised that he said that because he said other things that are very like in the same
Yeah.
vein.
I mean, isn't he the biggest misogynist in the show?
all right.
No, it's Andrew.
Oh,
God, he's gross. I hate him so
he's
much.
so bad. I just write him out of my mind.
Yeah.
Even Joey's mom throws him under the bus. Joey's mom I think she is in love with Yara. I mean, she's with Yara all the way. She's like, Joey, he's my son, but you know what? He has to be a good husband to Yara. And I want him to be somebody that Yara wants to hold his hand, not push it away. And right on, Gwen, right on. That's a great mother-in-law. She's nice.
She is nice. I do like her.
And I feel like Yara, she has so much self-control. Like she's really in control of herself because even though she's crying, she's still not going off on Joby like she could. She's kind of like, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do. He did it. I can't take it back. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, what am I supposed to do to him? It happened.
She's saving it for when they go home.
Yeah, good point.
Saving it for the
Good
car.
point.
I'm a good point guy.
Yes.
Maybe you think she's changed a little bit, like with being like a new mother? I feel like she's a little bit softer.
You do?
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely see her crying more, but I don't know.
And she was talking about how Jovi was like how he treats their daughter and it just makes her love him so much. You know, maybe she is like high on those lovey-dovey feelings.
Right. I was going to say, because if it was me and that was the first time I saw something like that, I'd be like, but then again, she kind of knew who Jovi was to begin with. And then we see that he takes a lie detector test,
Yeah,
right?
you don't
Like
take
at
the
the
lie
end.
detector test. You just don't.
You
Yeah.
don't? Why not? Why not?
You
He's trying to
expose
prove
yourself.
his innocence.
No,
No
he
good can
wasn't.
come of it. He knows that they're gonna ask those kinds of questions. So why even open yourself up to it? Just say no.
Why did he act so surprised when it turned out that he did sleep with a, when they asked that question, have you slept with a stripper? And he said no. And it's like, that's a lie. And he's like, what?
He's trying to play it off.
He's
So I
trying to
feel
see
like-
if he can get away with the lie.
Yeah, so I feel like with all the couples on the show, when they get confronted with a straight up lie or with with something like, even if there's like footage or evidence, they just straight up lie. Everybody.
I mean, they say that's a tactic, just to lie. Just deny.
That's the Bill Clinton excuse.
Mhm. Deny. Just hold on to that
Bill
story.
Clinton defense.
Especially if somebody's like madly in love, they're willing to believe anything for a long time.
That's true.
If you just never admit it, because the moment you admit it, it's over. You can have all this, but look, there's freaking video evidence of you with this other girl. That's not me.
Yeah, that wasn't
me.
me. That was a
Wasn't
deep
me.
fake.
Wasn't
They deep faked me.
Like somebody out there took the time to do that. They must really hate me. I don't know who that is, but I know that's not me.
It can't be me.
Mm-mm.
I'm a Christian.
Okay, and then
You know what that
and then
reminds me of?
Mhm.
Sorry.
no, go ahead, Will. Please.
You remember that Kevin Hart joke about catching somebody in the act and they straight up lie, but then like, I saw you, see me, see you. You looked me in the eye. We saw each other.
It's still like no deny.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
That's funny. Okay, and then Yara is like, well, Jovi is the king of making bad decisions. I'm just thinking, alcohol lets your guard down, and he likes to drink a lot of alcohol, so maybe that's why he's always making bad decisions.
But his mom was right though when she said that he's been on a bachelor party for 12 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why does he need to do these extra bad stuff when there are cameras around? Doesn't make any sense.
Mm.
Because that's the kind of guy he is. You have to change him. Can't
Do you
change him.
do you think he's changed since he's been with Yara? Like now during the tell-all, do you see them as happier?
Happier. They could be happier. Babies fix everything.
They definitely occupy your time, that's for sure. You don't have that much time to get into a lot of trouble if she's keeping him in the house. Like, hey.
Yeah, but she's only able to do that for a month at a time. Because then he's gone.
True.
It must be hard.
I know. I mean, but also I think it might be really good. Can you? Because sometimes I feel like, it would be nice, especially during COVID. Don't you think that you get tired of seeing the same old people in your house all day?
Yeah,
everybody.
Why don't you go on a vacation, guys? Go maybe 2 weeks. I'll stay here. I'll handle the business here at home. Have fun yourself. Go 2 weeks. Go off. I feel like if Jovi was there all the time, don't you think they might get into tons of fights?
It's possible. We saw them get in a lot of fights.
Yeah, I think this is a good thing for them that he leaves for a month.
Maybe like later on, but when the kid is still small and she doesn't want to have like Jovi's mom there and it's all her, I feel like that'd be hard.
Yeah. Yeah, yes, that's true. That's it for them right now. Anything else?
Yeah, did they summarize their storyline well? I mean, I think we saw everything.
I
Theirs
think
is like
they
the most
did.
complete story.
It
Yeah, that's
is.
true.
I guess so. I guess that's it for them.
They found love and happiness.
Yeah.
Are they confirmed for Happily Ever After?
I don't know.
I did see that they are confirmed.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So it's from this season, it's those two and Brandon and Julia.
Mm.
And I think that's it for now. Rebecca and Zied are not or have not been confirmed. I don't think they have been offered a spot. Which is good because they're kind of boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I need some humor. I need some Rebecca and Zia.
Angela Deem is coming back.
B said that we never got to see the true Angela Dean and how mean she actually is.
Right.
Well,
Mhm.
maybe we'll
and-
see her.
In one of Rebecca's TikToks that I saw, she said that she does not like Angela Dean.
Well, are they both? Is it because they're both old and with younger men?
Well, somebody asked her, like, has she met Angela Dean because they're both in Georgia? But she was like, no, and I do not want to because she seems like a very mean person. That's what
She
said.
seems like a very mean person. Like, is she just basing that off what?
The show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the show.
Like, I don't want to see Rebecca because she's kind of mean also.
Well, I think Rebecca is nice, but she does get a little crazy. Like you could see like her body movement and her eyes and her face. It just changes.
How are those facial retouches though? Are you do you think they're agreeing with her?
Yes.
Right? She does look like 20 years
Yes.
younger.
She looks great.
Yeah. I'm like, I might consider this line removal system that she did.
What she did was Botox, and basically after a while you stop making those
The wrinkles.
yes, right, because it's your facial movements that create those type of wrinkles, especially the ones between your eyebrows. So
No, but like the line faded and she doesn't have a line anymore.
that's true. I wonder what she did there.
She did say what it was. She says it's like Botox, but not Botox. To like reduce that line. So if I ever like create a line, I want that.
I thought she said it was Botox. It wasn't Botox?
It's like
No.
Botox, but not Botox.
It started with a D. I forgot. Maybe it's the new thing.
Big D.
Yeah, let's move on to them. Let's move on
She
to them,
got that
right?
big D.
Do you think they look not too far in age when you see them side by side?
No, she looks like she's still got 10 years on him.
Really? I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Well, if she had her hair did, she said she couldn't. Like, I know all about Rebecca.
You've been following her?
On TikTok.
What did she say?
She said that her curly iron stopped working at the hotel and they didn't have enough time to fix it at the tell-all. So she had her hair straight, which doesn't look good. And I agree on her. I usually if you see her on Instagram, it's usually like long and curled. And I feel like she would have looked a lot better if she had that.
I don't know. How much of her Instagram is like auto-tuned for the face?
That's true.
I just can't believe anything she posts. I don't believe it.
I know this is our one chance to see the true, I guess, Rebecca. We couldn't see it. Or the new one with the new, the new almost Botox.
Where do you guys stand with it? Would you get work done?
Yeah, I would. Why not?
You mean like the issue that they're all arguing about with like plastic surgery and this and that?
Yes.
I totally agree with Yara. I think it's like a personal thing.
Hey, she admitted to her work from what
Yeah.
we saw. Remember when we were talking about this? She said she got it done.
She said,
thought she was
yes,
gonna lie.
you need to love yourself, but also if there's something you just cannot accept and you want to change it, then there's nothing wrong with that. I agree.
What would you get done?
What would I get done? I mean,
Tell us your insecurity.
I mean, I'm used to looking at my face, so I don't think I would get anything done.
You wouldn't get anything done at all.
If it was free,
yeah.
Yes. That's
This
what
is
we're
like your
talking
like
about.
this is your dream
Hypothetical.
face.
free
What would you
and
get done?
not.
You're not paying
and-
for it.
I don't know. It'd be hard because like I don't want to look like Michael Jackson. I don't know.
There's nothing about you that you would change.
one of my eyelids is like it goes lower than the other one. I think I might change that.
Really?
That's
I
so
never
subtle.
noticed.
Yeah, I know. Now I'm like,
It's one of those stupid
Can we
things that
see
only
it?
you notice. Yeah. I can feel it. Like if I didn't have like try to open my eyes, or if I just like try to relax my eyelids, like one would droop down lower than the other. And I would look like a crazy person.
nice.
What about you?
I would want nicer teeth, nicer the ones that I had now.
What's wrong with your teeth?
Nothing, but
know.
I feel like I would want them to be nice and straighter, like all level.
Aren't they already
Like a
straight? Oh, you
veneer.
mean like horizontal?
Aren't they
Yeah.
level?
No, they're not. See? Oh, I guess you can't see cameras too far.
But when people have veneers, look, it doesn't. It looks. You could tell sometimes.
Yeah,
It
right.
looks
Like when
weird.
Hillary Duff got them done, and she looked like a horse.
Oh yeah. Okay, so for me, I would get like a facelift,
That looks good.
right?
Ooh, I also want like the square, like contoured face. How do they like? Do they do that?
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Like a good
What do you-
jawline, a masculine jawline.
What do you mean? Like a contoured face?
Like like
they can make it
they
more
would-
defined. Your
like
jaws.
square them off,
By doing what?
shave the bone or something.
or
shave
add,
the
no, they'll add
bone.
an implant. They'll add like an implant.
Really?
Mhm.
Jaw implants?
Yes,
Now
they
have-
do.
Yeah,
I
I,
guess
just
have
want them
everything.
like shaped, like
They have
a little more
everything.
square.
Yes.
But well, what if it's too much though? What if it's like I
don't want to go on botched. Like I don't want to have to
Yeah.
be like, well, my plastic surgeon messed up my face. Because once you do that, you can't really undo it.
Exactly. Especially
You
the
know,
nose job.
Messed up forever.
The
Yeah,
nose
it's like
job
a-
will really screw you up.
Yeah, I don't know that I want to change anything about my face. Actually, it's kind of scary.
Yeah. That's why I feel like a facelift would be perfect because it's just like it won't change it too much like a nose job. Like if you got a nose, like for me, I'm used to my nose, and I feel like if I changed it, it would not be me anymore.
Right,
Mhm.
I agree.
So I feel like the facelift is still you but younger. Yeah.
Yeah, I would Botox. I don't know that I would surgically enhance my features.
They have this new technique because I like to follow this weird stuff like on IG, like pimple poppers and stuff, where they use a thread. Like, before when they do the facelift, they really have to be surgically invasive and like get in there and like cut and lift. But now they like insert a thread into like a part of your cheek and like pull it up, and it's only a thread. And then they'll
It's
tie
holding it. What if it
Yes.
breaks?
That's
You're like 10
awful.
years of sad.
Yes. But the good thing is it's easy. It's easy to do it again. Just literally. Let's see. I
Literally
like
have
it.
an invisible thread in your face.
Right. It's like, wow. All right. So then Rebecca admits that she got the thing that's kind of like Botox. She got lip injections, a mini tummy tuck, liposuction. And then everybody starts admitting the work that they got. And Natalie is like, well, I got lip injections too. And I would never do it again because it made my lips like, We're like, oh, that's what happened to your lips.
That's the thing. I feel like you never know. And if it comes out bad, it can be really, really bad.
Yeah.
Well, except for the lip injections, I think that can easily be reversed.
Mhm.
Because you have to go, not even reverse. I think it goes away after a while and you have to go back and get it done again.
Yeah, because the collagen wears off.
Yeah. So I think the lip injections, that might be okay. Because if it comes out bad, that's all right. And then she says she wants to fix her nose. And everybody's like, don't do it. And I agree. Don't do it, Natalie. All right. You look fine. Your nose is fine.
Her nose is what makes her Ukrainian. She got like a very Ukrainian nose.
What
Like
is
when I
that?
see her, when I see her face, I'm like, that's what like makes me know that she's Ukrainian is her nose.
So what did Yara look like before? Did she have a Ukrainian or Russian? Like, what was her nose like?
Flared out
It was?
a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Like
I mean, 'cause-
thick in the bridge.
Yara's looks really good. It looks natural. So whoever did her
does.
nose, they did a good job. And then Julia's like, I don't agree with all of this because,
Only hot people can say
exactly.
that.
Hot young people.
Exactly. It's like, you're beautiful. That's why.
She says, if a man accepts you for who you are, be happy.
Yeah. The problem is men don't accept us for who we are. That's why we got to get work done.
But it's funny because it's still like depending on a man, like accepting who you are. Like, no, who cares about if you could find a man? I mean, it's about what Yara was saying, it's accepting yourself. And if there's certain parts that you don't accept, like, why does a man have to decide for you whether you accept it or not? Like, if a man is like, yes, I accept you for who you are, like, who cares what that man thinks? It's about what you think. Like, if you think like, I don't accept this part of myself, I want to get it fixed and get it fixed.
Yeah, but isn't like immediately what Sean asked after Rebecca admitted to all the work was like, Ziad, what do you think?
And he's like, oh,
So,
sexy.
yeah, I know. So it's like she was kind of doing it for him.
But on one end, I feel like that wasn't fair to Sean, to Ziad, because Sean is kind of putting him on the spot, and we all know that he doesn't know what's going on.
No, I feel like he
True.
doesn't answer the questions that he gets asked.
He doesn't know the nuances of that question. What they're trying to get is like, oh, you don't accept her for who she is. And he doesn't understand that that's what they're trying to insinuate, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the question that they asked? And he was like,
do you want her to look younger?
Yeah, that's the one. Right. Exactly.
I think that Rebecca also did because of her own insecurities about like being so much older than Ziad, like comparing herself, and like it's part of her jealousy too, you know? And so that's why she's doing she's working hard to look younger. It's just an extension of like why she's called the filter queen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. Yes, because why is she goes off the handle? If anybody even looks at Ziad, like she just loses it. She just gets that crazy look, and she changes from nice Rebecca, I like Rebecca, to some crazy bee. I'm like, I don't know about you. I thought I liked you, but now I don't know.
So what do you think about like her calling out her daughter's friend?
The daughter was like, listen, I've been friends with her for a long time. She was just genuinely trying to help you out. It's just her face, Mom. That's just her face.
She just has a sexy face, so right?
She's just
a pretty
has
girl.
a pretty face. What are you gonna do about it? You're just gonna... Rebecca's like, no, you should have seen the way she was looking at him. She wanted him. And then she became like the exorcist, and she's like, ah! Stay away from my man.
I don't know about her. She crazy.
And then they talk about like a hot tub scene. You know what? Rebecca is really insecure. She's really insecure being with him, and she just always wants to feel that he wants to be with her. So when this whole hot tub scene came up, because apparently they fought right before the wedding, and it was because she came out and she's like, let's get in the hot tub. And he made some little comment like, oh, it's really scary here.
It's like horror movie.
And then she gets into the hot tub, and then he doesn't come because he just sees like some angry old lady sitting in a hot tub.
But is that really why? Like, that was what they fought about, was because he said it's like a horror movie and she got all butthurt about it.
Right.
What a crazy lady.
No, and that she went to the hot tub though, and that he didn't come in after a while.
Well,
and she's like, I'm a naked woman in a hot tub. How could you not come in?
There's a naked woman. 100-year-old woman. I'm just kidding, Rebecca.
Yeah, we love you, Rebecca. Girl. She looks great. Her insecurity is making her crazy.
Yeah, she wants to feel sexy. That's why. And he didn't support that.
Yeah.
Right. She probably got all dressed up in her lingerie and her silken robe. And she was standing by the sliding door. And she was like, or French. What do you call those special doors? Is it French door? Anyways, yes. And then she's like, come into the hot tub, baby. And then
he was like, no, it's a frightening old lady.
He's like, it's like a horror movie. And then she thought that he was talking about her, and she was all like, ah.
That's a good movie. We should write that movie.
Anyway, Rebecca's insecurity is really annoying. I'm like, she should have just been with somebody her own age. My God.
She wants a younger man.
Nah, she can't handle it.
No, she can't handle it. I agree.
She can't handle it.
So what do you think? How their arc ended, Will?
Their arc? I mean, you guys are right. There wasn't too much happening. They just got married, and I guess that's a good bookend, but I wouldn't mind seeing them still.
Yeah, just because it's funny. But I would not want to see them if it's just her being insecure and crazy.
Yeah. So what do you think about when Julia was like, if you want to look better, just go to the gym and exercise?
Yeah, but I can't change my ugly face.
You're right.
I would be ugly with a hot body. That's a butter face.
And I thought that Natalie and Yara made some good points about not being able to lose weight sometimes has nothing to do with going to the gym or not.
Well, you have to make a lot of lifestyle choices to not lose weight. You know what I mean?
And hormone, I mean, yes, I agree. A lot of it probably does have to do with what you're eating.
Yeah.
But
those are made in the kitchen.
But there are some women who have hormonal things, or they're on medications that will make you gain weight, like medications they can't stop. So in which case,
correct.
Anything else with them?
I wouldn't want to see them again. I don't know. They're kind of boring.
I agree. They're just maybe a happy regular couple. Maybe that's good that they're not on the show, because that means that they're just a happy regular couple.
What would their next story arc be? They can't have a baby.
Yeah.
What is it? Getting a job? How boring.
Or maybe trying to make a baby, even though they can't have one.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. I would watch that.
Adopting.
Oh, that's a good one.
Kind of like Angela Dean. Remember how they had like that whole storyline with her trying to, I got my one egg.
Her one defective egg.
There's a Twitter account called Angela's Last Egg.
So good.
That's funny. Okay, let's move on to Brandon and Julia. Julia looks at everybody and she's like, let me tell you, never move in with your in-laws. Don't do it. It's just really bad. And then we find out that the whole reason that they're living in Brandon's house is because Julia didn't like any of the apartments that Brandon picked out, because Brandon's like, we don't have that much money, so we have to kind of be in this type of place, and later on we can move up. And she's like, nah. And that's how they ended up at the parents and the farm. What do you guys think about that revelation that it was
Julia's
her
fault.
who was not willing to make the sacrifice?
I guess that was her mistake.
Yeah, she said
she should have taken the bad apartment.
Yeah.
Was that at the beginning? Like right when she got there, they tried to look for apartments?
I think he was trying to get an apartment ready for her when she moved.
Well, I mean, she didn't know exactly how it was going to be. She knew it was going to be hell.
Right. And then they talk about how Julia's just trying to be a good girl because she didn't, everybody thinks that she's a stripper. So she's just agreeing to do everything around the farm and helping and doing stuff to prove herself. And Julia's saying, no, that's not true. And this became a thing, but I'm not sure why. Like everybody started arguing with her back and forth. She's like, I do it for Brandon.
Why didn't they understand that? Because I got it the first time she explained it.
Yeah.
Like, if I don't do it, then he has to do it. Then our time spent together is cut short. I'm like, I understand that. I got it. Why couldn't people get it?
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like they're trying to make it seem like she was saying that she was like a hopeless, like poor princess or something stuck in a castle. But everything she said was true. Like if she only has two options, if she can either help with the animals, which nobody else wants to do also, or like if she doesn't do that, then she has like very limited time with Brandon. He's going to be tired at the same time.
Well, I guess it's because they made it seem in the beginning, like remember in the beginning, they didn't make it like, oh, they only brought Julia here to help with the animals. There was a moment that we thought that, right? Like, oh, look, they don't even care about Julia. She's just there to be like a farmhand. And I guess what they're trying to say is like, oh, it's not, oh, poor Julia, she's the farmhand. No, it's not that. It's because Julia is choosing to work with the animals because she wants to have more time with Brandon.
I guess the cast was trying to argue that from what they witnessed, it seemed like she was doing it and like being spiteful when she did it. Like, pity me, poor Julia doing all this farm work. Like she played that up.
Mm-hmm.
they're trying to make it seem like, oh, she actually had a choice, but I could see that at the same time, it's still a form of like being forced to do something because the alternative is way worse.
That's a good point. Yeah,
He's a good point guy.
that's right. And they basically say that they can't complain about anything because they're living with the parents. So the parents are able to decide, and even in regards to the birth control situation, that they have to take it because they're living with the parents. So that's how it is. And then they get into some discussion about like Julia wanting a baby sometimes and how it might be like having a dog.
Aren't kids just like dogs? They poop, you pick it up, you gotta feed them.
They're much more demanding, and they talk back to you, and they yell and scream and go crazy, and they cry, and then they make you feel bad because they know your name, and they're like, well, they'll call you mommy, daddy, and then you feel bad.
Yeah,
and they
dogs
look
don't
like
call
you.
me daddy, but like he cries.
I don't know. Can you guys tell me? Because I don't have a dog and I don't really have that sentimental feeling with dogs. So I don't know.
Will got a baby. Little demon dog.
Yeah.
I mean, is it like having a baby? It's in terms of the work? No.
I don't have to be up at 2 a.m. feeding it.
Yes.
But the sentimentality is definitely there, I think.
Really?
They give you so much joy and it's so unconditional.
Oh, man. All right. I don't know what to say about it.
I think it shows Julia's naivete, like both that comment and also the other comment about going to the gym. I think this is like what a naive hot person would say.
Exactly.
And also, what do you guys think about Julia saying like strippers are fine, they're people too, it's an art form, it's whatever, but I would kill Brandon if he went to one.
Yeah, the hypocrisy is strong with that one.
Yeah, and she don't care.
I don't understand, like, why would she kill him if it's just because he's looking at other women? I guess he's looking at them, even if they're not just looking at them dancing. But she said it's just dancing, whatever. Like, it's just dancing.
Yeah.
She doesn't want him lusting after another person, I guess.
But it's okay to be a stripper.
Yeah.
Just Brandon can't participate.
Yes. He cannot lust after another woman. What do you guys think about dancing? Like, if you were dating somebody and you went to a club or something and they were dancing with somebody else, do you find that, like, or, not that they were just dancing at it, but what if you guys sat down and talked about it? I don't know. What do you guys think about this?
What was the question?
About dancing with other people. Like, let's say, because she's like, it's just dancing. We're going to take it out of the stripper situation and just
what kind of dance are we doing? Are we doing
a regular club? A regular club situation.
Tell me what the dance move is. Is it like, that next song where it's like, ooh, we dancing too close?
Sure, yeah.
I mean, even then, it's like, whatever, no big deal.
So you feel like that? Like, if you went to a club with your...
I mean, are they making out? If they were making out, then maybe it'd be an issue.
No, not making out.
That's what I'm saying.
Like dancing, but maybe dancing close.
You making it hard for me.
What do you think?
I don't know how I feel about it.
What about you, Will?
I think I'd like to be okay with it, but then I don't know, if I was in that situation, I think maybe I wouldn't be. It depends. I think when we had this kind of similar discussion last time, like, is it a stranger? Do I hate that person that they're dancing with?
Yeah.
What if it's a stranger, like a total stranger in a club? You walk into a club. I don't know. You're like, go off to get a drink, or maybe you're just standing there, and I don't know. Somehow that person.
Stranger super ugly, or is it a stranger super hot?
He's a regular, like right in the middle. Neither ugly or hot.
I don't know. That's true. I don't know how I feel about it.
I mean, yeah, like what you were getting at, Dylan, like if it's like like kind of like that jump dancing, like a
like tango, like the Latin tangos or something.
Bachata.
Was like,
what if they were bachata?
The forbidden dance, the lambada, I don't know.
It depends on the dance.
On
is
the
what I'm
type
trying to
of
say.
dance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it was like an innocent like club dance, probably I wouldn't find anything. Be like, you enjoy yourself. Time to go.
Yeah.
But if it's
right.
like, that next song, I find that probably unacceptable.
I feel like I would be okay. But if like if that person, my partner, was like rubbing their hands all over the other person's body or something, like up close, and they were just like, and then I'd probably feel like, wait, what the hell? But
Yeah.
they were just dancing, like even if it's somewhat close, I'm like, all right, I wouldn't care. It's fine, whatever.
Yeah.
Just don't be groping people inappropriately, You shouldn't be doing that anyway.
Oh my god! Exactly. Do you need to be dancing?
Oh, okay. So yeah, I feel like dancing, whatever. So Julia, but she is really young. Let's just say.
Maybe
Is
she
she
knows
really
some
young?
secret that dancers are only privy to. That's why she doesn't want Brandon to go.
And that's all with them.
We saw a little bit of our favorite to hate Andrew in his little tantrum.
What did you think?
I think it's just.
Do you think it's unfair?
No, if Mary doesn't want to talk to you, she doesn't need to talk to you. It's like he's not able to control the situation, have exactly what he wants, so then he's just gonna throw a tantrum and leave, which is super childish and messed up. He's just showing more of his true colors, I think.
Well, he was saying that this is a tell-all, and I want to be able to respond the way everybody else is responding to when people say things about them. So how can I respond if I'm not there on the stage?
Well, they said that they were still going to ask him questions that he just can't be on at the same time as Amira's on. So just so he wants to be able to talk or speak to Amira and ask her questions. And if she doesn't want to talk to him, she doesn't have to talk to him,
Mm-hmm. Right. I agree. Yeah. If I was
How
Amira,
hot was Amira though?
oh my goodness, wasn't she wearing a corset?
Yeah, dude. She was like,
Yeah.
oof.
I was like,
go, Amira,
wow.
bro. I know.
Oh my God.
Being real like Moulin Rouge.
She is. She's like, look what you're missing out on, Andrew.
That's right. She got that revenge body.
Oh my God. How Andrew has the ability to feel so cocky is incredible to me. Why does he think so much that he's the shit?
Probably the hair.
Maybe his mom is enabling him.
Yeah.
Like Colt.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, I saw a little preview on YouTube on like Colt and Vanessa. Apparently they're together.
Yeah. Yes, I heard about this.
Disgusting.
Man, the next season looks really good. They showed like a quick preview of it. Didn't it look good? Was it Happily Ever After?
I think it's Happily Ever After.
Yeah, but like the sisters fighting and I don't know. It was crazy stuff.
Wait, actually, we watched this on Go, so we didn't get that.
Oh,
I
okay.
think I saw that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I need to look up who are all the couples on Happily Ever After.
All right.
That was the whole thing. Oh, wait. I didn't do the next time.
Okay, next time.
Next time, Amira is having a panic attack. Jovi says something like, I don't believe them. I don't know. I think they're both lying. I'm not really sure who he's referring to. And then there's like talk about the threesome between Hazel, Minty, and Tariq. And Julia is shocked and she doesn't really know what a threesome is. And Rebecca said that if she went missing for 3 days, her phone would be dead, but I'm not really sure what she's referring to either there. And then they bring Sarah out to talk about whether she did it with Mike or not.
Taking
and that's
bets.
it.
What did she sleep with him or no?
Nah,
No.
She looked pissed.
she
She
did.
looked pissed. I think that's why Natalie does the head shake thing, is because she finally realizes, okay, they didn't sleep together and I made a big deal out of nothing.
Yeah. She's probably gonna put Natalie in her place. Like, how dare you accuse me of sleeping with her the night before my wedding? What the heck?
It's Mike. Gross.
I do not like Mike.
His face really bothered me this episode because he's just like, stop rolling your eyes, man. Stupid ass.
He is really unnatural in front of the camera. Very unnatural.
I also don't like his cadence of speaking. I guess I just don't like him.
Mm-hmm.
I hate him the most.
Mm-hmm. Right next to Andrew. And that's all, folks.
We'll see you
Until
next
the
week.
next tell-all, part 2.
All right. Just real quick, thank you to everybody who gave us a 5-star review. We really appreciate it. If you haven't left a review, please do so on whatever podcast app you use. It really helps us keep creating the podcast. And with that said, thank you, Dylan. Thank you, B. Anything else?
See you next time.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.